Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of At Home with the Willises. I'm Nicci Willis, and as you can see, I am not at my home because we have just finished one of our latest flips. It's the Lemon Tree house, and I am getting ready to list it, and I figured I'd give you a little sneak peek of what we did here to stage it and get ready to list it. So let's check this out. You're at home with the Willises. So before we get started and before I take you on a tour of the house, I want to make sure that you subscribe. So hit that subscribe button right there at the bottom and make sure you hit the bell so that you are notified every time we upload new content. Now today, like I said, it's the Lemon Tree house. We've taken it all the way from demo, all the way through staging, and it's now my turn to list the house. So that's what we do in our business. Jay does the flipping side, and once we are through and completed through staging, then that is when I take over and we do all the marketing and help with the staging and all that. So I'm super excited for you to check out this latest project. And I kind of also wanted to talk about some tips for selling your home. So if you're interested in selling your home, we can definitely help you with that. But take a look at these tips and let me know which one is the most helpful for you. All right, tip number one. Once you decide to sell your home, it is no longer your home. As a matter of fact, it is then a house that you want someone else to make their home. Okay, so you've got to remember that because what I do a lot of times is I will come in and I'm gonna pick it apart as your realtor. And you want me to do that because most likely you're gonna want the biggest bang for your buck, or you're gonna wanna sell your home for the most value. So just remember, tip number one, it is no longer your home. It is now a house that you want someone else to decide is their home. All right, now coming from off of that one is tip number two, which is neutralize everything. Now, if you love pictures and family photos, like I guess once did, you have them all over the house, right? Maybe you have, particular artwork that's all over the house that kind of speaks to you and your personality. But what you want to do is neutralize everything. You want to make it so that people can visualize themselves living in what was once your home, now your house that you're trying to sell. So one of the things that I like about this living room, and by the way, the Lemon Tree house is a 3-bedroom home. It has a flex space, which I'll show you that in a little bit. We gutted the entire kitchen. We saved some pieces of the bathrooms, but we updated those as well, and I'll give you some tips on that as well. But we have pretty much revamped and remodeled this entire home. It also has a pool as well, so can't wait for you to see that. And we had to make sure that we gave it a little bit of personality, just enough, so that it's not forgettable, but it's not super personalized, okay? So take a look at the living room that we are in. This particular home is able to have a living room, and when you have that, it's good to go ahead and stage that. So we neutralized everything. If you take a look at the floors kind of on the side and behind me, it's more of a warm palette. And we were blessed enough to have some really great floors in this home, so we didn't have to do much there. And all we had to do was just kind of match the tones of the flooring and carry it throughout the rest of the house. So we decided to go again with a warm palette. We've got oranges as the throw pillows. And not only if you're staging the home that you live in, but this can also be if you are flipping a home. If you follow us a lot, you might notice some pieces that you've seen in some of our other flips, and that helps us save money. We do that so that we can keep these neutralized pieces and easily throw a different throw pillow on there, maybe a different blanket or something like that, that will help make the piece its own. So Again, neutralize everything, but still give it just a little bit of personality so that it's not forgettable when someone comes and walks through the home. As you can also see, we made sure it was for conversation. So you want people to be able to visualize themselves living in their home. You know, when I first walk in a home, I want to see, can I put, my TV on that wall? Or, where do I see my sectional or my couch going in this space? So I think we've done a really good job being able to create a space where people can then visualize their own furniture in their home. All right, so tell me in the comments which parts of the home you think sell the most and really make that home sell, all right? Go ahead and put in the comments, and I'm gonna move over to that area and we'll see if you're right. All right, come along with me. Now, if you guessed kitchens, that is correct. Kitchens, as a matter of fact, bathrooms and kitchens are what sell in a home. So check out this kitchen. Like I said, we gutted the entire thing. The good thing about this kitchen was that the layout was great. So if you find a house or if you have a home where the layout is already awesome, that's wonderful, because you spend a lot of money if you have to reorganize or redo the layout of a kitchen. But this kitchen was really, really a nice size. And so all we did was put new cabinetry in. We've got a really nice neutral countertop. It's got a little sparkly in it, which I like, but it's nice and bright. Another thing was the ceiling in the kitchen was dropped. So we spent the money to raise the ceiling to make it feel a lot more open and bigger. So if one of the things that you can look at is raising a ceiling, kind of looking at the soffits and things like that, that is a great option for you. We also took the cabinetry, again, we didn't change the layout, but the new cabinetry that we got, we took it all the way to the ceiling. Now, these are not custom cabinets. We just got larger cabinets and we extended them all the way to the ceiling, so it appears custom. Now, super easy trick that you can do without spending the money to get custom cabinetry. Just get that larger cabinet and put it all the way up to the ceiling, and voila, you have a bigger feeling kitchen. Again, guys, kitchens and bathrooms, they sell for sure. We also went ahead and got all new appliances, same sizes, which was awesome, but newer appliances definitely help, especially in the kitchen. So stainless steel, we just did that. And then for staging purposes, you never want to have it too cluttered. So we had this island here. We put just a couple of chairs so that people can kind of see, okay, we can have a little conversation, a little wine, maybe some beverage and some cheese here at the island. And we just left it open. We put a few things on the countertops, but you never want to have cluttered countertops, because that feels like you can't really do much in a kitchen. So whether you are flipping a house or whether you are selling your own home, take a look at your countertop space. Count your spaces, okay? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, okay? Probably only about 3 spaces need to have something on them. So just remember that. Half of what you have on your countertop, okay? So if it's the microwave, that's already gonna take up a space there. If you have books on your countertop, some of us have that junk drawer that might have spilled over. Take all of that off and put probably half of what is on your countertop, because you don't want it to be cluttered. You don't want your kitchen to look cluttered, all right? Also with the bathrooms now, what we also did there was neutralize everything. What we also did was put white linens in the bathroom. It just makes it feel clean and bright and airy. We always do that in our bathrooms and it always works. Feels like a hotel. So I like that feel. And I want other people, when they walk through the home, to feel that same sense of spa and zen and hotel kind of feel. So we did white linens. Now, you can put a little personality in a bathroom or in a kitchen, But again, if it's something that is maybe like tile or something that can't be easily changed, you want to be careful because it goes back to tip number 2, which is neutralizing everything and making sure that the house is unforgettable, but not too personalized. All right, so make sure you pay attention, tip number 3, to those kitchens and bathrooms, because those are the things that sell. Let's take a look at flex spaces. Come along, follow me. I hope you guys are enjoying what's happening here. I'm giving you all this sneak peek before I list it. So I'm super excited. Let me know which is your favorite part of the house so far. But right now, we're in what I would consider part of the flex space, all right? When we purchased this particular home, this was kind of the family room or the gathering area for everyone. And what we decided to do was go ahead and just make this more of an eat-in kitchen. Now, as you can see behind me, there's this beautiful fireplace, and we decided to paint over it. And one of the cool things that I love about art is, yes, you can buy a painting and kind of put it up there, but when you get into texture, it can really make your home come alive. So we decided to put this piece right above the fireplace, and it's still neutral, but it gives kind of some more life and some more character to the house. And then we decided to put this lovely centerpiece on the table, and just to kind of wake up the space a little bit. Now, if you follow us, like I said, you might remember these from the party in the back house, and we were able to just bring some more color into the space, still neutral, but the color of these chairs I absolutely love. They're so on trend right now, and you can use them for any kind of space. So if you like these chairs and some of the other pieces in this house, I actually have an Amazon store, and you can find those on my Amazon store, and let me know which pieces that you got. All right, come on, take a look at this second part of the flex space, which is over here. Now, in this space, we decided to make a home office. Now, you can do whatever you want to do in flex spaces, but the key is to help people visualize what they can do in that space. So here, what we decided to do is make a home office. Now, you can easily put up walls and a door and make this another room in the home, but we decided to leave it open and also leave it open to the buyers to decide what it is they want to do. But because it was a flex space, we just wanted to give a little bit to the imagination about what could happen in this space. So we decided to make it a home office. All these pieces, again, are neutral, but it still kind of flows with the same theme, warm, neutral colors, a little bit of green to kind of liven up the space. And I really, really love how it turned out. So flex spaces are super cool, but make sure you pay a little attention to them so that it will give maybe a little imagination to what other people can do in that space. Okay guys, so we've made it to the primary bedroom. Now, I hope it goes without saying that you should definitely stage the primary bedroom. But the other tip that I have for you is that you actually don't have to stage all the rooms of your house. So maybe there are some bedrooms that can just be left empty. You don't want them to be cluttered, but if it's empty, then that is okay as well. But go ahead and focus on the primary bedroom, maybe a second bedroom, but all the rooms in the house do not have to be staged. But take a look at this one. We, again, stayed with a neutral theme, added just a little bit of green in just to liven it up, and hopefully the new owner of this home will see themselves in this room. Also, if you are flipping a home and you have a smaller room, you definitely want to look at the size of the bed that you are putting in the room. Now, I know some of you have king size beds, you like to spread out and all that good stuff, and that's great while you're living there, but make sure the furniture matches the size and the scale of your room. Let's go take a look at the outside, and I'll give you my last tip. Last tip is Don't forget the outside. Now, you and I both know the first thing that everybody's gonna look at is the curb appeal. So don't forget the outside, but also don't forget the backyard. If you have rocks, as we obviously live in the desert, so maybe you have rocks, make sure they're nice and clean. Maybe you have a little piece of grass, make sure that's cut and clean and the leaves are off of it. If you have a pool, make sure you've cleaned it. Kind of like this one that we're working on right now. Good job, babe. Doing great. But yeah, definitely with that last tip, just make sure the outside matches the inside. And if you're ready to sell your home and you live in the Las Vegas area, we can definitely help you out. Just hit us up at thewillesteamlv.com. But most importantly, let me know what was your most helpful tip. Put it in the comments below. I want to see it. I want to respond to it. I want you to tell me what your favorite tip was. All right, guys, have a wonderful week. Thank you for coming along with me on this sneak peek right before I list the lemon tree house. And I'll see you guys next time.